Look at the sheer scale of the modern world. Millions of people moving through massive concrete mazes. Against that backdrop of faceless crowds, it is easy to assume that your individual actions have zero impact on the larger system. We are taught that altering the course of reality requires immense resources. We assume you need a massive bank account, elite social status, or top-down political leverage to make a dent in the universe. But the actual mechanism for shifting your environment is highly accessible. It relies on a specific, repeatable set of internal responses, rooted in gratitude and unconditional compassion. This chart illustrates the logic of the ripple effect. An initial action of empathy serves as a point of impact in a universal pond. It expands geometrically, with the momentum of that first choice pushing outward to alter the immediate environment. Systemic changes do not always begin with a policy shift at the top. Frequently, they expand outward from the micro-level choices of individuals, gaining mass as they move. To test how this logic functions within a system, look at a luxury hotel. This is an environment built strictly on rigid social hierarchies and enforced financial transactions. An anomaly enters this pristine space. An elderly, disheveled man with torn clothes walks in, looking for a hot meal. The hotel manager applies standard transactional logic. Seeing no potential for financial return, he orders the man expelled immediately, even threatening to dock the cost of the meal from his own staff's wages. One waiter makes a different choice. Driven by compassion, he ignores his manager, seats the man, and serves him a full meal with dignity. The elderly man finishes eating and leaves behind a letter. It reveals a hidden identity. He is actually the owner of the hotel, operating in disguise. Having survived extreme poverty himself, the owner used this scenario as a stress test. He needed to identify which of his employees prioritized human empathy over mere obedience to a hierarchy. The waiter's choice bypassed the standard corporate ladder entirely. His specific act of kindness resulted in an immediate promotion to hotel manager. Compassion is a disruptive force. It has the capacity to override institutional inertia and reorder a person's material circumstances in a single afternoon. Now, take this dynamic out of a professional setting and place it in a deeply unforgiving natural environment, a blistering asphalt road on a scorching afternoon. A passing scooter driver pulls over when he spots a physical crisis, an 8th-grade boy walking completely barefoot on the burning pavement. The driver stops and uncovers the context. The boy's father has passed away, his mother is hospitalized with a tumor, and his teenage sister is his only support. The driver buys the boy food, but the child refuses to eat. He asks only if he can take the snacks home to share with his sister. Moved by the boy's selflessness, the driver expands his response. He purchases extra food and then takes the boy directly to a shop to buy him a brand new pair of slippers. The boy is hesitant at first, but as he finally slips into the new sandals, his expression shifts to one of pure joy. The driver later described this moment as a profound, energetic exchange, an experience so pure it felt like a direct encounter with a higher power. This kind of empathy transcends a simple exchange of goods. It creates a lasting resonance that alters the outlook of both the giver and the receiver. When we pull back from these individual moments, we see how this logic applies on a global scale. If one waiter or driver alters a single life's trajectory, consider the potential impact when thousands synchronize this same focus. This is the logic behind a 21-day collective effort. It asks participants to dedicate just 2 minutes every night, between 9 and 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, to project positive energy. The goal is to test the effect of thousands of people generating a specific, compassionate intent simultaneously, specifically aimed at reducing conflict and fostering peace. Large-scale stability is not just a product of legislation. It is the aggregate of these individual choices, synchronized and sustained. By participating, you are testing your own capacity to contribute to that global baseline.